Is your marketing strategy working? Are your PPC campaigns helping your brand grow, or are they just sucking valuable cash out of your pocket? It's tough to know if your marketing spend is paying off without the right data. That's why every e-commerce seller should stay on top of their marketing metrics. But which KPI should you track, and how can you get the most out of your data? I'm Rebecca from 8Fig, and here are 5 marketing metrics that every e-commerce seller should be sure to track. 1. ROAS. ROAS stands for Return on Advertising Spend. It tells you how much revenue your business is bringing in from ads in relation to the cost of those ads. You can calculate ROAS by dividing your ad revenue by the cost of those same ads. The result tells you how much revenue you bring in for every dollar spent. For example, if you spent $20 on ads that generated $100 in revenue, you'll end up with a ROAS of 5. This means that you made $5 in revenue for every dollar you spent on advertising. So, what's a good ROAS? Well, a ROAS of 3 is a pretty good target, but there's not really a one-size-fits-all answer to that question. You see, every business is different. When your marketing strategy is designed with different goals in mind, you're going to wind up with a different ROAS. If you're selling a new product that hasn't racked up many reviews and isn't ranking so well, you'll probably need to spend more on ads to increase sales. Your ROAS will be lower for a while, and that's okay. Later on in the life of your product, however, once it has thousands of reviews and is ranking well, you should aim for a higher ROAS. 2. ACOS. One of the most frequently used metrics on Amazon, ACOS stands for Advertising Cost of Sale. It measures the amount of money spent on PPC campaigns in relation to how much revenue they generate. Calculate ACOS by dividing your total ad spend by your ad revenue and multiplying by 100. This gives you a percentage that tells you how much you spent on ads for every $1 they generated in revenue. For example, if you spent $20 on ads that generated $100 in revenue, your ACOS would be 20%. That means you spent 20 cents on ads for every dollar they generated in revenue. Sounds similar to ROAS? That's because it's the inverse. A lower ACOS means that you spent less to generate revenue. So while there's no set good or bad ACOS, brands generally aim to decrease their ACOS. A good target is around 15 to 20%. Of course, if you're trying to increase brand awareness or dramatically increase sales of a product, a higher ACOS might be fine for a while. 3. TACOS. TACOS stands for Total Advertising Cost of Sale. It's a really useful metric because it tells you the relationship between the amount you spent on advertising and your total sales revenue. It's different from ROAS because it includes your organic revenue in addition to revenue from paid ads. This is particularly helpful because your ad spend impacts your organic positioning on Amazon, so you don't want to ignore that organic revenue. TACOS is calculated by dividing your ad spend by your total revenue, which is made up of your ad revenue and organic revenue. Then multiply by 100. Like ACOS, it's a percentage. For example, let's say you spent $20 on ads that generated $100 in revenue, and you also made another $50 in organic revenue. Divide 20 by 150 and multiply by 100 to get a TACOS of 13.3%. You can learn a lot by tracking TACOS over time. A stable or decreasing TACOS is usually a good indicator of business growth. As your business grows, you want organic sales to become a larger part of your total revenue. When TACOS is decreasing, it means that's what's happening. 4. CAC. CAC is your customer acquisition cost. It measures the total amount you spent to gain a new customer and accounts for both your cost of sales and your advertising spend. To calculate CAC, add up your sales cost and marketing cost for a given period of time and divide that by the number of new customers you acquired during that time. The result? The amount of money you spent on each new customer. So if you spent $200 on sales and advertising during a time period during which you acquired 10 new customers, your CAC would be $20. It may seem obvious that you want a lower CAC since that indicates that your acquisition strategy is working well. But remember that CAC is an individual metric that reflects your unique product and business goals. CAC also varies greatly from industry to industry, so don't try to compare yourself to others. If you sell a consumable item or a product that customers tend to buy over and over, you might be willing to invest more in each customer because you'll make more money off of them too. 5. AOV. Your average order value, or AOV, tells you the average amount of money a customer spends when they place an order from your business. Calculate your AOV by dividing your total revenue for a given period of time by the number of orders placed during that time. For example, if you made $1,000 in revenue last month and customers placed 50 orders, your AOV would be $20. A higher AOV means you're bringing in more revenue per customer. As long as your profits increase when customers spend more money, it also means higher profits. While it's a pretty simple metric to calculate, it actually tells you a whole lot about your customer behavior. If you sell 3 toys that cost $5, $9, and $20, and you have an AOV of $8, you know that customers tend to buy just one toy, and that they're more interested in the lower priced toys. This information can help you adjust your sales and marketing strategies accordingly. Want to increase your AOV? Try offering free shipping if customers pass the minimum purchase thresholds, or offer bundle deals when a customer buys more than one item at a time. Upselling items similar to those in a customer's shopping cart, or cross-selling products that go well with what they're viewing, can raise your AOV too. There you have it, 5 marketing metrics that every e-commerce seller should track. Happy selling!